started working on weather and clouds. I believe yesterday you started looking at the different types of clouds and doing observations. This acronym is going to have, those of you who haven't yet, you're going to go outside sometime the next week or two and actually do some observations. So, can anybody tell me what kind of clouds that we have? Okay. What else? Okay.
Cumulus.
Cumulus. What else?
Colombian or something like that? Never mind.
Okay.
Stratosphere.
Okay, good. Okay, now do you guys think that all clouds hold water?
Yeah.
Okay, now can all clouds produce water? No. Which clouds did you guys learn produce water? Okay, what else? Okay, good. All right, so what we're going to do today is we are going to do a little lab experiment where we are going to see how much clouds do water, or how much water do clouds hold using cotton balls and water and droppers. Okay, I'll go over that in just a minute. First thing we're going to do when we're done with this, so you guys need to pay attention to what you're doing, write your observations down because we're going to do a lab report. So if you look up on the screen, I've got a PowerPoint up here on the screen for you about what you guys need to have in your lab report. This is also on Classroom, so you guys will be able to access it when we're done here. So you're going to have your title page. So your research question needs to be, how much water does a cloud hold? Okay, so you need to give us an idea of how many drops do you think each cotton ball is going to hold. Okay, and you're going to have your hypothesis stated in the if and then. So if I put this many drops into the cotton ball, it will hold this many. You have to have a materials page. We're going to have one cotton ball, one eyedropper, and a small cup of water. We are going to work in pairs, so 2 each. Your numbered list of steps. This is why you. This is on Classroom, so that you guys can read these as you go through. And I will explain them here a little bit more thoroughly when we're done. But you do need to write down your steps and your procedure. Your results, you're going to create a data table to show how many drops you predicted versus how many drops the cotton ball actually held. What we will do is we'll write each group on the board so you can each see how each pair did. And you can compare how many your cotton ball held compared to your neighbor or somebody across the room. And in your conclusion, you want to restate your hypothesis. Did you support or refute your hypothesis and back it up with your data, your independent, dependent variables, sources of error, and suggested improvements on how to do the experiment the next time? Does anybody have any questions on how the lab report is supposed to be done? Okay. Now we'll get to the experiment. All right. So what you are going to do. You guys are all, does everybody have pairs? No. So a couple of you might need to move. We have extra on here. So one of you guys will have to move to the other table so you guys can work in pairs. You guys have water and droppers, and I'll give you cotton balls in just a minute. Each one of you guys is going to hold a cotton ball. And all you're going to do is you're going to just kind of pinch it at the top so that your fingers aren't too much in the way. The other person is then going to take the dropper, fill it up with water, and you're just going to drop one drop at a time, place water onto your cotton ball. Make sure you distribute the water evenly. Don't just stick it in the top up here. You want it to go all over the place. And what you're going to do is count how many drops you put into your cotton ball until it's completely saturated. And by saturated, we mean that it's so full that your water starts dripping down the bottom. Okay? And once you get to that point, that's how many drops it takes for that cloud to hold water. Write it down, and then we'll write all of our results on the board, and then you guys can write each other's results on the board so that you can make your data table. So before you start, write down your estimate. How many drops do you think it's going to take to fill up this cotton ball? wanting those?
Oh, doesn't matter.
So don't start until you've got your prediction. You're gonna do it in, write your observations down in your notebook, and then what you're gonna do is open up the document in your computer so that you can be able to make your lab report. Okay? We have paper towels if you guys make a mess or spill your water. Just try not to spill them on your computers, please. It's on Classroom, yes. Okay, I will write groups on the board. We'll start off with, you guys can be group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4 and 5, group 6, you guys, the 3 of you can work together, group 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'll write the groups on the board, so when you're done, go up to the board and write how many drops it took.
Yeah, the markers are over there.